First on the overnight camera was Teeny. Gracie then comes over. And Winnie shows up, which is lovely to see. I'd given her some chicks. And I also gave her a plate, so at least she got those last night. Teeny shows up and tries to take the chicks and chicken from her, but she's not having a bar of it. She did get it all. Teeny is left with the tray. One of the cubs comes over, possibly is Gracie, but I can't quite tell. And then another cub comes over. There's also eyes under the car. Teeny is back in for a drink. Again, there are eyes under the car. Turned out it was one of the cubs who has come over here with Teeny. April then shows up. And then Jimmy turns up. He goes for a drink. One of the cubs comes back over. And then this is a different cub again. Winnie comes back. And Peggy shows up. Teeny is then back again, as is Jimmy. One of the cubs comes over. And then another cub turns up as well. Teeny has just had a drink and there are two cubs, and he has a little bit of a play fight with this one, but no harm done to either of them. And here we have two cubs, but I love this jump there, it's brilliant. And then Gracie is back with one other cub. Teeny is back in for a drink, and one of the cubs then comes over. Winnie is back with one of the cubs in tow. And then another cub comes over, I think it is Gracie. She then goes for a drink. Here's Gracie and one of the other cubs. Teeny then comes back. Gracie also returns. And then she sits down to have a drink. Teeny comes back and chases the magpie. Jimmy then returns, and he was the last one overnight. And then we had our own mini display from the Red Arrows. They are based here for the next week and flying off to different events, but it's always lovely to see them. So for my early dinner today, I've got 2 pieces of Chinese style chicken. I've got some new Cornish potatoes, hard-boiled egg, tomato, cucumber and red pepper. Teeny is first this evening. I was just thinking we should have called you Birdie, shouldn't we? As in early bird. Catches the worm and all that malarkey. There's your plate, mate. Hey, Gracie. Hello, baby. There is a man walking down the road with a dog at the moment, so I'll wait a second before I actually put a plate out for this little love. She's quite happy eating from the tray. Do you want a plate, baby girl? Do you? Yeah, Gracie. Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. Hold on a minute, Teeny. Teeny, yeah. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good boy. Well done. Right, Gracie has come back. I was watching out for her and didn't see her, so she snuck around that wall. There's a couple of cats further up the road fighting. And off she goes. Teeny's back again, doing his usual, just having a little lay down. Right, so Teeny has got up and decided he's going to eat a bit off the tray. Nothing take your fancy there then, mate, no? Want some chicken? Here we go. You're going to dine in with that piece then. Enjoyed that, did you? Well, you make my jaw ache just watching you eat bones. Do you want another piece? There we go. You're going to take away this time, are you? Here we go then. 2. You want another one? 1 more. And 4. Good boy. Right, Teeny has come back and he has decided to lay out there. There's a very slight hole in the gutter there, and there is a bit of dirt in there, but I'm assuming it's cooler for him. So he's laid there, giving himself a clean. Teeny is now back again. He did run off as a car came. But he's come back and decided to lay down again, but it has been so hot again today. So they're probably all very exhausted due to the heat. Right, Teeny had run off as there was a lot of activity. There's 2 cars over the road there, and one had gone down on the right hand side. I've chucked him a couple of pieces of chicken, but he's just not interested. Going to be spoilt now. There we are. Oh, I thought you were going to eat that one for yourself. Obviously not. Probably going to go and bury it somewhere, aren't you? Good boy. Right, Teeny is back again, and again he is laying in that hole outside, so it's definitely got to be cooler there for him. Right, Jimmy has turned up. You're a bit hot there, mate, you're panting. There we go. You're not stupid, are you? I know what you're going to wait for. You're going to wait for a chick. Right, Teeny, here. No, he's going to take that and eat it himself. No, he's not. He's going to come back and get the piece of chicken as well. Good boy. Do you want another piece of chicken? Here. Well done, mate. Good boy. Right, Jim, here. 1, 2, here. 3. Do you want some chicken? Here we go. Well done, mate. You want another one? Come here then. Yeah, ready? There we are. Good boy. Jimmy has come back and he's decided he's having a little rest now. So he's plonked himself down there. It is very warm though. Both Teeny and Jimmy are laid out there on the road. Like I say, it's been a very hot day today, so they must both be tired and not exceptionally hungry. Jimmy has finally come back. There's been a lot of activity in the last 20 minutes, half an hour since him and Teeny were laid out in the road. Right, here we go, mate. You can have another chick and then some chicken, okay? Here we go. There. Good boy. Right, JJ has finally come over. I was just about to give up for the night. As you can see, it's really dark. At least he's turned up. I was getting a bit worried about him, if I'm being honest. He's usually a lot earlier than this. Right, you ready for this? Here we go. Okay, so that gash on his leg is really scabbing over lovely now, even though he's still limping a bit on it. You're going to take away, are you? Here we go then. You can have another one. There you go, and another one. Piece of chicken. There we go. Good boy. Well done. So tonight we have seen Teeny, Gracie, Jimmy and finally JJ. I was getting worried about him, but he turned up. I was literally going to get ready to go in. No sign of any of the other cubs and no sign of Winnie, but we know she's okay as she's turning up overnight, which is good. Anyway, I am going to call it a night now. It's been a long, hot day, and I will see you all tomorrow. You all take care. Bye for now.